so damn crazy, my type of lady, driving me insane. You were up and down, but you stayed around, and I will never be the same. Can't get you out of my head. Ooh, like a melody. Ooh, out of my head. Ooh, like a melody, like a melody. Goosebumps for sure when you were in slow motion. Oh, I've never seen anything like you before. Oh, I can't take it anymore. You were so damn crazy, my type of lady, driving me insane. You were up and down, but you stayed around, and I will never be the same. Can't get you out of my head. Like a melody, out of my head. Like a melody, like a melody. Like a melody, out of my head. Like a melody, like a melody.
System overload occurring. All the information is getting lost. Emergency backup initiating. Wait, what the fuck is going on? We need to shut down the system. This is not working well. Restarting in 3, 2, 1. Initiating the system. Please get fucking wild. Please get fucking wild. Data analysis finished. We've detected some problems. Somebody is trying to access to steal our fucking energy. We can't let that happen. The system is corrupted. We are losing all the data. We need to do a test of all our sounds. Are you ready? Are you ready? Testing the kicks. Testing the synths. Testing the crowd.
Yo, 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 yo!
Wait, we couldn't hear the crowd loud enough.
What the fuck is going on?
We need to shut down the system. This is not working well. Restarting in 3, 2, 1. Initiating the system. Please get fucking wild.
What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How is everyone? Ooh, that's so loud. How are you guys? How is it going? How was Christmas? I should have done any kind of new layout for Christmas. I know that. Maybe have a Santa hat or something like that, but I'm the worst streamer ever. I never prepare for these things, so What's up, bro? Vibing hard. Where I can find this track, bro? Everywhere. Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Deezer, Pandora, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever you use. Everywhere. Send you one of my newest tunes. Nice. Resonate. Is that hardstyle? Because of the name. Seems like it's hardstyle, right? Is the music too loud? Christmas was good. Sick now, though. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas, everyone. With WhatsApp, you made the vocals. I show it in a video, but I prepared a video specifically for that. But it's not uploaded yet. But basically, it's just one website. You know, there are a lot of websites where you can create this kind of vocals. So, guys, basically, people on Instagram, we are live already on Twitch and YouTube. You can go there, you know, enjoy the live stream, send me your music and so, because this one is gonna end soon. So as always, before starting with the feedback and so, I like to talk with you a little bit, you know, about new things, about my life, about replying to your questions, whatever, all these kind of things, you know. So, well, basically, we had Christmas. Well, people that celebrate Christmas, there's a lot of people in the world that don't celebrate Christmas, but yeah, in Spain and my town and my family, we celebrate Christmas. And yeah, I didn't have a lot of presents because my mom wasn't here, so we're gonna delay that to the 6th of January, because in Spain we celebrate another thing that is Los Reyes Magos, the magic, the kings or the wizard kings, and we also give presents that day, you know. Usually I do it the 24th, but I couldn't this year. And now, if you didn't know, what I'm doing now, during this December, I've been recording a lot of videos. Right now I have videos for YouTube, I mean, of course, but also for Reels and so, but 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 videos already recorded, and tomorrow I want to record 3 more, and next week or the following one I want to record 2 or 3 more, so it's where we have like 10, 12 videos ready, and then I will have time to just every week edit one video and upload it, but I will not have to record every single week. That takes a lot of time and makes me not be able to produce music, you know. And as this year I want to produce way more music, I think this is a good way to do it. So yeah, I've been preparing this December for that. The problem is that tomorrow I want to record 3 more videos, 3 in one day. That's crazy, but yeah, I want to do it. The problem is that I don't know how old you've been on the live streams or following me and so, but I had several problems last year, not like 2020, 2021, and I think a bit of 2022. I had big problems with styes, you know, like a stye is something that appears on your eyelid, like, is like a ball and gets like big and so annoying, so, and hurts a little bit. I had a lot of problems with that. And today I woke up and I don't have it like bloated or something, but maybe you can see this eyelid a little bit red and hurts a little bit. I'm trying to put heat there, so this way I don't have any stye, but I hope I don't have it for tomorrow, so this way tomorrow I can record the videos. Otherwise I will have to delay it, and I don't want that. I don't want to delay it, so. But yeah, that's my idea, and I have recorded really good videos, and tomorrow I'm gonna record really good videos that I'm sure are gonna help you so much that you're gonna like. But of course, then the important thing is that first YouTube show the videos and then that you watch the videos. Otherwise it's useless. But yeah, so also the year is over. The year is over, and I don't know if you do it. My advice is that you do it. I send you Dropbox on mail, bro. Okay. I don't know if you do it, but I recommend you doing it. And it's making a list of goals for 2024. I didn't do mine yet, but I'll probably make it tomorrow or this weekend. a list of goals, but not goals like, for example, release music, release more music. I want to make more music, so I don't have a goal that is make more music, because that's useless. What is making more music? If last year I made one song, just making 2 is more music. That's not really the thing, you know. So, for example, I focus that goal on things like release 8 songs. This year I've released 8 songs, 6 on Spotify, and 2 not official remixes that were uploaded to SoundCloud. But in the end there are 8 songs, so I achieved that goal. I think it's the first year I achieved that goal. And next year I want to maybe also have 8 or maybe release 10. You know, so this way I know exactly when I achieved that goal. So for example, you want to grow on Instagram. Okay, how many followers do you have? 1,000. How many followers do you want? 1 million. Okay, that's not real. But maybe try to have a goal of 5,000 followers. So when you reach 5,000, you're gonna know that you reached that goal. You really achieve it. It's not grow on Instagram, because grow on Instagram, what it is, just getting 1 more follower is to grow on Instagram. So it's not worth it to set the goals like this way, you know. So I rate check my goals of 2023. I see which ones I achieved, which ones I didn't achieve. Most of them I've achieved them this year. Most of them. But yeah, of course, I need to set new ones for next year and try to achieve all of them. I think that's the best way of growing. And also, if you want to make it even more perfect, what you can do is set goals for the year, set goals for half of the year, and set goals maybe for every 3 months. You know, like, okay, I'm gonna set these goals for the January, February, and March. You know, you need to finish them, all of them. Then you set goals for April, May, and June. You know, and maybe these small goals are like parts of the big ones. For example, if on the big ones you have like, okay, I want to release 8 songs, you know, so maybe for January, February, and March, for the first quarter, you can have like, okay, I want to release 2 songs and finish 3 more, you know. And then for the second quarter, you want to release another 2 and finish 3 more, you know, something like this. That can help you a lot. What are you going to do on New Year? Just friends and club. Next year, I want to play at Tomorrowland and be number 1 DJ Mag. Wow, that's gonna be so difficult. You need to have, if you want to do it in 1 year, you need to have a lot of money. You know, but I think you need to do these kind of goals to get ready, to get motivated, to have something to follow, and this way you're gonna be growing. If all these goals are gonna help you to grow, if you achieve them, you're growing. But if you don't have like a specific goal that you want to achieve and you specifically know when you achieve it, it's gonna be so, I don't know how to say it, like, or you are super disciplined, you know, and you really know what you want to do and you work so hard, and it's gonna be so hard that you grow because you don't have things that you want to achieve, so probably you're working not that hard. It is hard to play music at gigs and clubs as a DJ. Do you mean that if it's hard to get gigs? I guess. I mean, if you have a gig is not hard to play music. You just need to play it. Is it possible to make a 120 BPM slap house remix without changing BPM at the cappella and leave it at 91? No. Of course not. I mean, if the instrumental goes on one rhythm and the cappella goes another BPM, they are not gonna fit. The only way that can fit is, for example, you have a song, the instrumental is 150 BPM and the cappella at 75. That could work because it's the half of BPM. But if they have 120 and 91, they are not gonna get a line, you know. I mean, to achieve gigs and clubs, well, depends on a lot of things. Depends on the contacts you have, depends on your area, depends on how big you are, depends on your socials, all these kind of things, you know. Why the comments I pin on Instagram get deleted? Okay, now. your love. Give me 1 second. Where do I have? Okay, do you want to know what videos I want to record tomorrow, or that I'm going to record tomorrow if the sty doesn't appear and everything is perfect? Because obviously I don't want to be like with this art like this, because it's so completely bloated. I don't want to record videos like this, you know. Do you want to know it? I want to see a lot of yeses in the chat. And on YouTube, it would be nice to have some likes on the live stream, you know. There are 7 people on YouTube. We could have 7 likes. That would be nice. You know, that helps me, and it's completely free. It's just clicking one button, you know. Me he comprado unos cascos AKG pensando que serían planos, pero no me termina de convencer de cómo suena. Antes tenían unos buenos, pero no eran ni la mitad de buenos que los AKG. Pienso que suena muy raro para el precio que cuestan. ¿Te puedo responder en inglés? Así todo el mundo se entera. Will you be listening to demos? Yes, of course. Okay, NCRC in this Spanish comment, he says that he bought new AKG headphones, but he doesn't really like them how they sound. No es buenos, pero no hay la mitad de one. So he's not really. He thinks they are so expensive for how they sound. Okay, first of all, you need to think that if you had a pair of headphones and you are used to that sound, when you get new ones, of course they're gonna sound different. Okay, they're gonna sound. You're not used to that sound. So first of all, give some time. Also, headphones, they have I don't know how it's called right now, but they have something that is like the first time you use the headphones, they don't sound as they are going to sound. Okay, like for example, when you buy a new, especially with motorcycles, not really with cars, but with motorcycles. In Spanish we say el rodaje. You need to do, let's say, 1,000 kilometers, like not forcing too much the bike, you know. So it's like everything starts working as it should, you know. So it's the same with the headphones. They have I think it's 50 hours or 100 hours. After that time, it's like everything starts working as it should, you know. Like, how to say, like, imagine a muscle, you know. It's so tight, but when you start stretching it, you know, it starts getting like relief, you know, and without tension, we could say. So it's the same. Like, you need to use it several times, so this way it gets the good quality. Apart from that, obviously the headphones, they never gonna sound completely flat. So things that you can do is use, for example, Sound ID or SonarWorks. It's the same thing. So this way, if you have an AKG, probably they have that pair of headphones. You get it, you use that preset, and you have a flat frequency response. Is this really the last feedback session? Yes, the last feedback session of 2023. Of course. La diferencia después del rodaje es muy grande. A ver, no lo sé, la verdad. Tampoco he hecho el experimento como tal de a lo mejor analizarlo con micros y cosas así, pero es lo que se dice. Uso el Sound ID para compensar. La verdad es que así suena espectacular, claro, porque suenan planos. Can you teach mastering in GarageBand? I don't have Mac, I don't use GarageBand, and it doesn't matter. Well, in the end, yeah, I don't know if in GarageBand you can have VSTs, third-party plugins, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's the same thing. EQing is EQing, limiting is limiting. So it doesn't matter if it's GarageBand, Logic, FO, Ableton, Cubase, Reaper, Reason, Pro Tools, Studio One. It doesn't matter. Mastering is mastering. Come on, people on YouTube. I want you to click, if you're on your phone, click on the tap on the screen, okay, of your phone, and then at the bottom left you have the thumbs up. Click on the thumbs up. Come on. People on Twitch, you're gonna thumbs up. When will you check demos? In 2 minutes. Hola, just bent. Can you teach how to sing kick and bass in FL? How to sing? Just put the kick in the grid and you just put the bass in the grid. Sometimes you make really weird questions. How to sing the kick and the bass? If you put the sample of the kick in the grid and then you put the bass pattern, they are synced, you know. There's not more to do. Okay, people on Twitch and YouTube, you can start sending your songs if you didn't already. Okay, on YouTube you have a pinned comment where that it says where you can send your song, and on Twitch you can use !feedback, so this way you have it. It's right here, but please remember, always only SoundCloud or Dropbox links. Don't use any other things. What more, friend? God bless. Yeah. Forever, and I just wanna be where you are. What about grey old? You must somebody. You like somebody. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, 2 weeks or last week, almost 2 weeks ago, I released my VIP mix of Like Melody. It's a faster version, a bit stronger, a bit more energetic, you know, a bit more hardstyle-ish leads. The break is a bit different, and so you can go and check it. Actually, I need to know one thing. They are not replying and it's getting delayed. But look, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put here. Because I need to upload the remixes of the remix contest, you know, the winners. I need to upload them, so this way we can release them in January. Probably the songs are gonna get released the 19th of January. Okay, the remixes, the 4 remixes, the Hydrex, Carl Roque, Bad Habits, and Thunder's remix are gonna get all of them released the 19th of January, if everything goes right, you know. But they still need one confirmation from DistroKid to make sure I upload the things as I want them to be uploaded, you know, because I never did it this way. So I need to make sure, so this way it doesn't mess up, you know. And yeah, I use DistroKid to release the music, you know. If you want to start releasing music, I always recommend you DistroKid. With this link that you have right here, you have a 7% discount. So this way it's cheaper for you. You upload the music, you get 100% of the money. It's so simple, you know, and you get it. And then if you need vocals for your songs, you can always use Vocify. With this code, you have a 10% discount, so it's cheaper. And actually, look what the people of DistroKid sent me. They sent me with this good bag. This thing. I don't know if you saw it on Instagram. This box that says World Champion Chocolate here. You know, so I guess they did a contest of chocolate or something. They sent me chocolate bonbons. All of them are dark and you don't see them right, but you see them here. Look, I already ate some. I'm not gonna eat this one. I got one that I didn't really like because it was a bit too dark for me, and one that it was with a liquor thing. But the white one, for example, was delicious. This one is weird. What is this? Number 12. Blend of toasted Dutch sesame seeds and Valencia almond praline with finely ground caramelized almonds covered with 40% Ivory Coast milk chocolate. So yeah, chocolate with almonds basically. Always weird. Let's get another one. 18. Too dark for me, but too dark. No. What is it? What is this? What the fuck? Oh. What the fuck? This one has pepper. Spelled pepper ganache covered with rich and smooth Venezuelan and Madagascar blend, 70% dark chocolate. I don't like it, and with pepper. Why the fuck does it has pepper? Oh. Ah. I didn't like this one. I need another one to just get it down. Okay. Milk chocolate with almonds. This one needs to be good. This one is good. Okay, now we're gonna start with the feedback. Why the fuck there's a bonbon with pepper? Oh. So bad. So bad. Maybe that was just to troll me or something. Oh. How much money you got from your first release through DistroKid? Wow, that depends on the streams you get. So it's not like if I got something you're gonna get the same. No, depends completely on the streams. I make orchestral music and cinematic music. How do I improve my mixes in that genre? The same as in other genres. Do your country still have king and queens? Like, okay, I was thinking in Christmas. Yeah, we have king. Spain has a king. Okay, let me move this here. People on Instagram, come on, I'm waiting for you on Twitch or YouTube. You can choose, you can go to which one you prefer. Go there, send me your music, so this way I can give you feedback. You can learn music production and all of that, you know. Ending this live stream right now. Go to Twitch, go to YouTube. The link is in my Instagram channel. Waiting for you there, okay? See you. Okay. Oh, by the way, on Instagram I'm doing a giveaway. On my, not the last, but the previous reels, this one, okay? Okay, it's a website that have everything you need. And I'm doing a giveaway for 1 year membership. So go there, check what you need to do, and good luck, basically, you know? By the way, thank you so much to Marv21HD for subscribing with Prime. Thank you so much. Love you. I'm gonna put you in the priority list, Marv21HD. I guess that's not gonna be your name on Insta on the email probably, but well. Should I practice with a small orchestra pieces? No, I mean, in the end, mixing is going step by step. We have 10 instruments, okay? Make the first one sound good, then mix the one and second, then mix those with the third, then mix with the fourth, you know? Step by step. It doesn't matter if it's 5 instruments or if it's 20 instruments. Just go step by step and you'll get there, you know. Okay. So I'm gonna open SonarWorks. Before we start, any questions about anything? Oh, my mouth still itches a little bit for that pepper bonbon. I didn't like that one at all. I have one friend that got also this present. I'm gonna tell him to get that one. Those vocals should be louder than an entire mix. I mean, what do you mean by louder? Louder is that it has more dBs, because then probably it's gonna be extremely loud. If you mean by perceived, like how you hear it, of course, you just need to make sure that the vocal is loud enough in the entire song that you can hear it perfectly, you know, that you can hear perfectly the vocal in every part of the song. That's how you need to mix it. Maybe you need to add some automations in different parts, or maybe, depending on the song you have, maybe just the normal loudness all the time. But what I do is usually have it, let's say that at this volume is, you can hear it perfectly in the entire song, usually have it a bit louder than that, you know, but that's especially personal preference, you know, and because of checking with reference songs, it usually is like this, you know. Okay, how long does it take to make good music? Depends on how much you work every day. If you work 5 hours every day on music production, it's gonna take not that much. 10 years? No. Well, depends. If you work 1 hour every week, yeah, 10 years. If you work 5 hours every week, maybe not that much. If you work 5 hours every day, probably in 1 year you're gonna be making good music. It just takes time. The effort that you put and the time that you put every day on it, you know. Okay, Marv21. There's not anybody called like Marvin or something like this, so can you tell me what's your email name? So this way I can give you feedback. But in a way, let me start with, I don't know, Benjamin Rich Beats. Are you there? You're the first one. If you're there, I will take your song. It's obvious that we are on Christmas and holidays, and so, you know, way less people than usual. And, you know, I wanted to do it. Okay, I mean, if I'm asking for Benjamin, by Jane, well, Haggard Jackers, if I'm asking for Benjamin, I'm not asking for you, you know? So, I'm asking for Benjamin. Okay, Marv. Come on, let's go. Let me see. This is the camera, this is the chat, the screen is perfect. Mail SoundCloud, no weird things. Let's go.
Nobody to tell me that I'm wrong. Oh well.
I didn't expect this by beats here, somewhere beats. I expected some more kind of hip hop, but it's cool. It's cool. About the mix, I think it needs some work. Not that much, but it sounds a bit muddy and a bit too much focus on the mid lows. But here I don't think it's bad. Wait, I'm not saying if I'm muted or not. Wait. Okay, now I see it. You are the vocalist, but you didn't make the instrumental. Well, I'm gonna give feedback in everything, you know? So maybe you can pass it to the mixer or whoever makes the beat.
Nobody, baby. I don't need nobody.
I think the bass sounds a bit boomy, like too strong on the 100 hertz, around that, 180.
Tell me that I'm wrong. Oh well.
I don't really like the snare, clap snare, because it's a bit thin and like it sounds a bit pre-shifted, but it doesn't really play with the kick. I don't know how to say it.
Tell me that I'm wrong. Oh well.
It's too much like, you know, not really like a clap or really like a snare, you know, it's like something like this, too noisy, the tag of it.
My hands on your body, baby. My hands on your body just because you listen to my songs, and I know that you'll be up for long.
I think the vocal also needs a bit more brightness, and in general the instrumental, maybe you can clean around 300-400 hertz to make it sound a bit cleaner and give more space to the vocal.
But you're right where you belong. Don't gotta tell you what's right or wrong. Yeah, I felt that all along. Now we know it. Oh,
Also, then you can do some sidechain EQ, so this way you give more space to the vocal.
we don't gotta show it. Oh, yeah. 'Cause I only wanna do you. Oh, yeah. 'Cause I only wanna do you.
Here the drums could have a bit more space, you know, maybe you can take this drum fill and make it like more attacky, like you reduce the release a little bit of those drums and you add maybe a bit more attack, so this way they are tighter and shorter. This way you can make them stand out a bit more without adding too much noise or too much sound to the mix and making it sound dirty, you know. Writing it all down. After, if you want, I mean, the live stream will be uploaded, you know, after I finish it, so you can watch it again. Here, for me, the vocal has also a bit too much mid frequencies.
And you left me cold. Somebody takes pain away. Now my heart turned cold.
The vocal don't have a lot of space here.
And I deal with it every day. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
I think the idea is really good idea, you know. I like a lot the vibe on it. I think mainly what you need to do is try to clean a bit the mid frequencies, like between 300 and 500 hertz especially. Try to make the vocal a bit more clear, and then maybe you have information in the sides, you have instruments in the sides, but it's like mainly the song is way too focused in the center. You know, maybe try to open other sounds more to the side, so this way you spread a bit more the mix, and also the vocal will have more space in the center, you know. Because right now I feel like everything is too mono-ish. But really good idea. I like it. Okay. Come on, let's do clean instrumental or the overall master. Especially instrumental. The vocal also needs a bit of work on the mids, but especially the instrumental. If you clean instrumental, the vocal will have more space and it will sound cleaner. Everything, the whole track. Let's do the first number game, okay? If you don't know what the number game is, basically I'm gonna think on one number. If you guess, you're gonna start saying numbers, and the first person that guesses the number I'm thinking gets the feedback, okay? For people, hello from Peru, hola desde España. From people in YouTube. YouTube is a bit delayed. Okay, usually it goes after Twitch, have more latency. So probably when I'm saying this, you maybe reach it 30 seconds, 40 seconds after Twitch. So if you really want to participate on this, my advice is that you go to Twitch, because this way you will be more in real time and you have more chances, I don't have Twitch. Just creating an account, like registering is free, So let me think on one number. Okay. The number I'm thinking is between 20 and 40. How was your Christmas? Good. Okay, we got it. The number I was thinking was 32, and Siemen 1801 was the first person. Siemen. Okay, here. Let's check the one. You see, now I'm receiving the YouTube comments. If you want to participate on the number games, it's better that you go to Twitch. That's my advice. So far, this part is good. The vocal, I think, has a resonance. I'm not sure where, but around 300, 400, 500 hertz, I think. If you have Soothe, that could work so well. If not, try to look for it manually. But the rest is really good. I think here, maybe this reverse crash is a bit loud. Maybe that vocal can be louder, so this way we can hear it better. Also, this part, I think, needs to be louder. Yeah, I mean, the break is louder. The whole break feels way louder. You need to boost this way more. Way more. I feel like the top attack or the resonator or however you want to call it, the tack, the one is like tun. It's like it plays first and then the punch of the kick plays later. So it's like tung, but not in purpose. Check it. I feel like this, like I hear first the attack and then I hear the punch, and not at the same time. Do you hear the same? Also, maybe the kick has a bit too much bass, so that's why you cannot boost that much the loudness. But you need way more mid and mid highs on the base of the kick, on the tail. You need the screeches. The screeches need to be way louder with way more mid highs and brightness to really shine and be strong in there. It's in purpose. The double punch. Okay. Then this kick is way louder than the other. So you need to try to balance the volume of them, so this way you hear them at the same loudness. Maybe in the dBs are at the same dBs. Let's say -3 dBs. Okay, all of them at -3, but because of the frequencies they have, the character of the sound, and so they don't sound as loud as others, or maybe one sound louder. You know, that's happening here. This one, the this kind of attack sounds really loud, even if it's at the same dBs that I don't know, sounds way louder than this and than this. I think here the bass, I don't know. I feel like way too much subby and not enough mid highs. Good thing here, I like it. I like this. Okay, the problem I see is that you already have here at the beginning of the song this part, okay? This. And guys, check this, even if this is not your song, this tip is gonna help you. You have this. That is already maybe a bit too long, because it's like, okay, you have the bass with the voice during 8 bars, I guess, and then you repeat it other 8 bars. The problem is that nowadays attention span is like this. People really quick skip the videos, skip the songs, and skip everything, you know. So you need to add new things every time. Maybe for the intro of the song I would leave it like this, but then if in the second break you want to do the same thing, I think you need extra things. Maybe have, I don't know, some screeches in the, apart from making it different from the first break, I would try to add more rhythm here. Maybe you can have some screeches in the background or something like this, but then maybe you can have drums like boom, 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 you know, something like this, orchestral drums to give extra rhythm, and also it will sound different from the first break. And probably I wouldn't, here maybe I would try to make the chords stand out more with strings and new instruments, so it's ways like you create more uplifting feeling in the second part. The melody is not bad. I think the leads need more work. You need all layers, because these ones are really the tune and they sound a bit soft. Like, okay, they are good to cover space, but you need one main lead that really cuts to the mix, that really is in your face, that really have the strength. Here I can hear perfectly the over compression on the mastering because the bass is way too loud. Don't you hear like the leads don't have a space, like they're really squeezed, like the kick is pushing them down? I knew it. At the middle of the drop, when he deletes the kick, the leads have way more space. They sound like they can breathe and they sound louder. The idea is there, but you still need to work a lot on the mixing and sound selection and so. But good one, man, good one. Okay, I think Marv didn't send me yet his song, so maybe we can do another number game. Bass boost be like. I think so. Kick and lead is clashing. Not really clashing. That the kick has that much bass that when it reaches the limiter, it starts eating the frequencies of all the sounds. Have you seen They had hundreds of videos of his last show, probably ever. Him crying almost made me cry. I mean that I think that's not that must be something pretty difficult. Like saying, okay, I'm not gonna perform anymore. I'm not gonna have more DJ gigs. And when the time reaches, like, okay, this is the last one. He's gonna continue making music, but not performing live. So he's still gonna be in the music, but not DJing. So that one was the last one. I saw him on Madrid 2 weeks ago. That was the last Spanish one. But I think he didn't cry in that one because it wasn't the last one, you know. But also I was thinking for Wildstyles, for example, Wildstyles is like his probably best friend in the scene and the music, and probably it's also pretty difficult for him because it's like, okay, imagine going basically to every festival and to every hardstyle party and meeting your friend there, you know, because they were friends. Probably they both are Dutch. Probably they meet a lot of times. But okay, you go to that festival, you know you're gonna see him. Maybe you don't really see that friend because he's plays in other hours or whatever, or other days on the festival, but see him. But then you're not gonna see that person anymore in any festival at all, you know, because decided to retire. So I think it's also difficult for the people around him, not only for him. The ID live forever. I didn't listen. I know he made an ID, Project One ID, right, with Wildstyles, but I didn't listen to it. Is it possible to send a track from someone else? Someone else that need feedback. If it's like a famous song or promotion way, no. Why would have we taken that decision? I guess you mean he. I mean, he. Okay. You need to understand that in the end, being a top, for example, why Harwell stopped for 3 years. I think he stopped. Why a lot of people stopped touring? There's a lot of people that stopped touring. For example, Blast Jacks, there are 2, and one decided to not tour anymore. Bass Jackers, there's one that never toured. There's a lot of guys that do it like this. Why? Because in the end, you need to think that, okay, you see it like a really cool thing. Of course, it must be cool. But when you travel 5 days a week for the entire year, for the last 10 years, in the end, you are super tired. You maybe sleep 3 hours a day, and then maybe you have 2 small naps of 30 minutes, you know, because, you know, or you only sleep at the planes, you only sleep at the cars or the vans when you're going to the festival. You never see the friends, you don't see maybe your family, or not that much you would like to, you know. So in the end, it's probably super tiring. It probably has like the good side that is like, hey, you're performing like at the biggest festivals, everybody's there, everybody's singing your songs, blah 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 blah. But then it has a bad side, you know. So probably he's a bit tired of all of that. Harwell, for example, decided to stop because of the same thing. And probably, I don't know, but probably Martin Garrix one day is gonna stop. Maybe not forever, but maybe in the coming years, Martin Garrix stopped for 1 or 2 years and then comes back. I mean, you need to think, for example, Martin Garrix started at 16 years old touring the world, 16, 17 touring the world. He's now 27, and he didn't stop at all. And he's playing everywhere, every country, every part of the world. Today he's in Las Vegas, and tomorrow he's in Ibiza, and then he comes back to Las Vegas, and then he goes to Germany, and then comes back to Ibiza. You know, the summers must be crazy. So he's probably, at one moment, he's probably going to stop. Like, okay, I'm going to take 1 year off or 2 years off. Or maybe just do specific things like Ultra, Tomorrowland, Ibiza residency, and his festival at the 80, you know, maybe for 1 year. So this way he can rest and he can enjoy life. You need to think about this, you know. So it's normal. For example, why? Well, it's maybe another thing, like the Vichy thing. Maybe it was not only touring. And for example, in Spain, this year, between 2023 and 2024, I know 6 groups, more on the rock side, you know. Some are like rock, some are like more kind of indie or something like this, but like on the rock side of music, 6 or 7 groups that retired like since October until and in 2024. Maybe they saw that Marv, okay, I got it. We'll take yours now. Maybe they saw that was so comfortable to be at home during the COVID. So maybe they want to just stop. Do you have any other businesses other than music? No, but in music I make money from a lot of different places. You know, I actually have 2 videos about how much money I made in 2022 and 2021. Next week probably I prepare the video of 2023. How much money I made during this year? I don't know exactly how much money I made. So we'll make that video and upload it. And probably it's gonna be the last one that I do about this. And you can see in those videos that it's not like only from royalties of music. No, not at all. If you try to live only from royalties, or you release a lot of music and you are really big, or you're not gonna make it. Not at all. Not at all. I don't know, but I can say that maybe from royalties this year, releasing music by myself and this way getting 100% of my money using DistroKid, I don't know. I'm just like saying I don't know exactly the number of this year, but this year maybe I got, and also from labels I think I didn't withdraw any money from any label, but maybe not even 1,000 euros. So of course I'm not a person that releases a lot of music, so maybe not even 1,000. Probably next year I start getting more, because of the songs I've been releasing this year, you know, and the royalties of this year. I will get them probably at the beginning of next year. But it's so difficult to live out of royalties. So difficult. So difficult. Only like the big ones do it. For example, other producers that maybe are like me or a bit bigger than me, that live out of music, and maybe they don't create content and all these kind of things, probably they make money because they ghost produce a lot. They release their music, they get a bit of money on that, and then they ghost produce a lot for bigger artists. Crow merch. I have just one T-shirt for me and my girlfriend. There are no more T-shirts like that in the world. I don't think it's worth it for me, at least for now, to make merch. So I'm not gonna do it, you know. For example, the ones I got cost me almost 30 euros. So if I have to send it to somebody and then get a bit of money for me, maybe I need to sell them for what? 45, 50 euros? That's super expensive. Okay, let's check Marv. Without vocals? No, I want the vocals. You sent it wrong. I pressed on this one, right? Yeah, you sent it wrong. Okay, first of all, that piano is good, but maybe have a bit too much meat for me, for my personal taste. I would try to make it cleaner, and also try to compress it more, because there are notes that are way louder than others. Of course, that makes more natural sound, having different strength for different notes, but the thing was a bit too much.
Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so good.
You need to make the vocal a bit louder.
to me.
And add a lot of reverb. It's completely dry. I think you don't even have reverb. Add reverb to it to add the space to make it fit more in the song and so, but also make it louder. And yeah, as I said, reduce the mid lows like 300-400 hertz on the piano.
Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me.
Just bought some vocals with your code. Thank you so much, man. On Vocalfy, right? Vocalfy, 10% code. Wildcrow 10, 10% discount. You get the vocals.
You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found. Leaves the 99. I couldn't earn, and I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself.
Hola, Pasoni. No sabía que estabas aquí. Okay, here you have different drums. You have one that is like... Probably would make that one a bit more quiet. And maybe I would add a lot of reverb to it. More like in the background, like... Ta, 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 to follow the rhythm, but more kind of ambience thing. And then the orchestral drums that you start with... the tututun. And then you have here... the first one is good, but then these ones that you have here, the trun tun 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 trun, they are like basically mid, high, and high frequencies. There are no mids and no lows. I will try to focus on the opposite side, try to focus way more on the lower frequencies to have really the strength of those drums. Now here the drums got too loud. Okay, here the leads get way too loud. Oh, I was muted. Okay. I was saying that the leads here are way too loud. The vocal doesn't have enough space because it is a bit quiet, but also the leads are way too loud. So in the end, you cannot almost hear the vocal. And you should have, in all this part before, the leads, maybe with a volume automation, reduce the volume. And then this part, you can have them at normal volume. I hear the reverb on the leads, but the thing is like too separated. I don't know if you use sidechain on the reverb to have the dry signal a bit more clear, but the thing is way too much. Like the dry signal is too dry. You know what I mean? Like I can hear way too much the dry, and then the reverb is a bit on the background. Try to make them fit better together, like match them better, On YouTube, if you donate, you don't get priority. You need to subscribe on Twitch, okay? Here I would have a bit more transition effect, like shh, something like this, and the snares are a bit loud. Well, way too loud. Okay, first of all, that's extremely loud, but also the second one is not in key. The lower one. Not in key. Not at all. I think a attack, normal hardstyle or euphoric attack could work better, like tang tang instead of this pitch attack. I think this one doesn't really work here. Also in this part, the attack is way too loud. The resonators are way too loud. Also, there's no punch. You have the attack, it's like really high. You have the bass, but there's no punch between. It's like, okay, you have here the bass, here you have the attack of the kick, but in between you didn't have anything for the boom, boom, boom.
No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me.
Thank you so much to TTV Kuf1 for that subscription. Wow, you gave it to somebody else. Thank you so much. Tell me your email name and I will prioritize your song.
You won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me.
I think this part, apart from being way too dry, it's like there's not a good transition from the vocal part. And it's not really adding anything. Also, do you hear it? There's like a delay of the piano or something. I guess it was a test or something. Basically the same feedback as I said. The idea is good, the idea is there, but you still need to work a lot on the mixing and sound selection. Thank you so much for sending. Do I need to pay him to get music of my track? To get feedback? No, you don't need to pay, but if you subscribe on Twitch, I prioritize you because of supporting, you know, of course. What is my email? You have it there. Somebody send it with the exclamation mark feedback. You getting through a sub queue? No, not really. I mean, you subscribed, right? And I think I didn't give you any feedback this month. So, come on, let's give you feedback. Morith. What's your email name? Morith? Kenny. Okay. And TTV, send me your song and tell me what's your email name.
Jij bent het om me en die Sofie. Dat zag je really het bakje bieden. Nou voor kids weer met de familie. En allemaal papa hun kallen met hier. Ja, flip en neem het is om het teken. Vet zo veel liggen.
Okay, first of all, the vocal has a lot of high resonance.
Papa hun kallen met hier. Ja, flip en neem het is om het
Especially when the F sounds.
teken. Vet zo veel liggen.
Runemo. Okay.
Dat zag je really het bakje bieden. Ja, ik deed toch een shit.
Really annoying top high frequencies.
Jij bent het om me en die Sofie. Dat zag je really het bakje bieden. Nou voor kids weer met de familie.
And maybe I would reduce a little bit the hi-hats, so this way also it doesn't interfere that much with the vocal.
Je bent allemaal papa hun kallen met hier. Ja, flip en neem het is om het teken. Vet zo veel liggen. Dat zag je really het bakje bieden. Ja, ik deed toch een shit zo steken. Alle haak prikken, alle haak prikken. Ja, van prik. Nou van de ring. En jij alle haak prikken, alle haak prikken. Ja, van prik.
Okay, I think the vocals don't have the best quality, you know, you should try to have other vocals, you know, these ones. Yeah, the quality is not the best one. They need more body. The highs are a bit annoying, so I'm gonna try to focus more on the instrumental. I think on the instrumental, the stab, the boom, 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 they have a bit too much sidechain. And also we'll try to have another layer in the center, because right now they are only on the sides, so you're missing the strength on the center, you know? Also the hi-hats are way too loud. Really annoying highs. I think comes from the vocal, but also from the hi-hats. The snare could be a bit louder. Here, this bass scene is a bit loud compared to the drums. Okay, especially man, change the hi-hats. Change them for other hi-hats. These ones are really annoying. Really bad highs, and they I don't know, it's like you can only focus on the hi-hats because of how to say, like, resonating they are, you know? How strong they are on the highs. But the rest of the DA thing is good. But you don't have any sub bass, right? Most of the time you don't have any sub bass. In some parts I heard like a reverse sound, but not really a sub bass. So maybe add a sub bass, you know? The beat itself is cool, but the vocals need fixing, and the drums require a bit of leveling. Yeah. Let's check Renemo or Runimo. Okay, here I think the leads are a bit loud, but especially they have a resonance. Not sure exactly where, but around probably 500, 600, 700 hertz.
Smash the speakers.
Here where you have the vocal, the lead.
Smash the speakers.
Just leave the vocal. I can hear a little bit the resonance here, but not that much as in the break. Probably because the filter you're using have a bit of resonance, that usually filters have that. So maybe in this part have an extra EQ, you know, apart from the one here. You need to make this sound way stronger, okay? So maybe you can try to add other vocal chops or maybe synth on top of these vocal chops. Apart from that, you can try just to use OTT to really squeeze it. I think it needs to be a bit more saturated and so. And also maybe the OTT can be a bit can be after the reverb. So it's where you squeeze a bit the reverb together with the leads, and this way you cover more the space and you make it sound fuller and bigger. The kick is not strong enough because it is a punchy kick, normal punchy like pam pam, and then you have like a side trance bass like but there's not really, that's more on the mid bass. There's not really a bass on it, you know. So it's like between kicks there's an empty space on the sub frequencies. So you need to cover that with a sub bass, with a proper bass or whatever. And maybe for this genre you can try to add a bit of reverb on the kick and the bass, so it's where you get more the Rambo feeling. I feel it too empty, I don't know, maybe you need to add some more ambient sounds or effects or things like this. GT right after reverb actually boosts the reverb significantly. Yeah, exactly. That's what I want him to do. I think this part is not really needed. Okay, first of all here, I think you need to try to make it more stronger on the chords, with more instruments and so, to really make it emotional. Then here, these leads are completely out of phase. Okay, you probably made them way too wide or something like this. If you check it with the ozone imager, probably they are crossing the line and they are completely red because they sound like this. They don't have the strength they should. Also, this part needs to be way fuller. Add more pads, maybe a crowd sound, maybe add claps, maybe a drum. This lead's the same as the break ones, a bit too, probably way too wide. They sound to the tune and too soft, I would say. If you want an advice from me, you know, because it says review project, don't get this wrong or get discouraged or something. Okay, this goes for everybody. This is an advice. Your song right now is not for revealed. Okay, it's not in the quality for revealed. So my advice is that you don't send it there. Okay, if you want to do it and try it. But 99% sure they're gonna reject it. Okay, because it's not in the quality mixing wise, but also the idea is not that interesting for them. Why I'm saying you this? Because you need to think that even if they receive a lot of demos from a lot of producers, in the end, if for example you are a person that you make a lot of music and you send them a lot of songs, for example, one every month or one every 2 weeks, something like this, in the end maybe they remember your name. Okay, so if they remember your name and they know that every song that you send them is not in the quality of the label, not like the idea can be different, you know, and maybe just they don't like it, but like the quality, probably the next song, when they see your name, they're gonna be like, this is not gonna sound good. Maybe they don't even listen. If they listen, they already are thinking like this is gonna sound bad, so they are a bit triggered by their thoughts, so they don't see it with the same eyes, you know. So my advice is try to just send the songs to big labels when you are really ready, you know. This is something I did in the past. I sent the worst shit ever to Revealed. Luckily, I changed my artist name, so maybe that helped, but I think this song is not at the level they are requesting, and you shouldn't send it. Now, do whatever you want, of course. I'm not the one that is forcing you to do one thing or the other, It's just an advice for you, but for everybody else that's watching this. Be careful when sending to top labels, and don't waste your bullets, basically. Do you have any tips if you have tinnitus? This is really to avoid it. I have this, it's so comfortable because I have it with my keys. Some people, some security people think it's drugs, but it's not for drugs. It's an earplug. I use it every time I go to any club, any pub, any party, any festival. I'm always wearing this. I'm tired of people asking me, why are you wearing this? But trust me, if you really want to make music, you need it. And it cost me like $30, something like this, like 5 or 6 years ago. So it's really cheap. My girlfriend got the same. She lost the one she had, so her mother for Christmas gave her different ones, but that ones are more comfortable in the way of how you put them. They have a really simple like switch to filter 12 dBs or 24 or 11 and 20 something, but they look way more like you're wearing earphones, like they're big or something like this, that you really see them. And maybe these ones I think are so comfortable because you carry them with your keys. So wherever you go, you always have your keys because you need to go back home, So it's so comfortable. Wherever you go, you're going to have them. So this way you're always ready for that, And if you have already tinnitus, I have a little bit, but not really something bad. Right now I don't hear it. It's like when I'm quiet or at night or so. Sometimes I hear it. I hear like beep, really quiet. But I think I read something that they investigated, and there's a way of like how to say, like going back and don't have tinnitus, But I don't know how that works. So I mean, if you're making music but you cannot hear some frequencies because you have tinnitus, that's a problem. That's a big problem. That case, maybe send to somebody else for mixing. For example, my friend Cooley, he's always releasing music, really good bangers, and he's almost deaf. He hears, I think, from 400 or 500 hertz above. It's like having a high cut, kind of a smooth, not like brick wall, but kind of a smooth. But he doesn't hear at all the mid highs and highs. He makes music, he sends it to somebody else, that person makes it, and he releases the song. When it's gonna be a festival or concert of Future House in Spain soon? I don't know. Every week there are parties. Of Future House specifically, I don't know. It's not really the trendy thing right now, so maybe that's more difficult. I will sell one of my kidney to buy you one. Buy me one of what? I don't know what you're talking about. Can I send this on local label? Of course. I mean, as I always say, the labels need to give you 3 things. One of these 3, if they give you the 3, is the best. Reputation in the scene. If you release, for example, on Rebuild, you're gonna get reputation, people is gonna know you, that's good. Even if you release on Rebuild Radar. They need to give you streams. There are labels that maybe don't give that much reputation, like for example FeelQ, but they have really good playlists. They work a lot on the promotion of their playlist, so they give you a lot of streams on Spotify. And sorry. And the third thing, what was the third thing? Some labels have good contacts with DJs and maybe they can get you supports. If a label cannot give you any of these three things, it's not really worth it to release. Maybe if you are really small, it's good because you start getting known. You release in a small label that maybe don't give you a lot of these things, but they have a fan base of producers like you, so this way other producers start knowing you. So maybe that's good. But maybe a local label that don't really have a fan base, just release it by yourself with DistroKid. That's what I would do, Steve Angeli has ear hearing problems, probably. And David Guetta, also everybody, the big guys, probably all of them have hearing problems because they never wear anything like this and any filter. Danik, for example, also said that he has problems. But in the end, they can mix, and if they cannot mix, they just send it to somebody else for mixing. Just like this. Most of the big producers send to somebody else for the final mix and for the master. Most of them. How about independent release? I just use DistroKid. I get 100% of the money. Soy nuevo suscriptor. Podrías agregar... No te has suscrito hoy, pero sí. La escucho, no hay problema. Kashmir also. Kashmir? Really? To mix. I think you were saying that he has ear problems. Yeah, I mean, most of the people use mixing engineers. Why? Because several things. To just... Maybe it's not that they don't really like it and they just send it to somebody else. Maybe they are not that good. Maybe they are tired of listening to the same idea, so send it to somebody else that have fresh ears and they don't have this problem, They see more problems, sorry. Or maybe just they don't have time, Give me 1 second because I remind something. 1 second. So they hire engineers to make sound flat but punchy. Flat? I've sent you one. Those speakers and headphones sound the same? Yeah, of course. As a drummer, take care of your ears. Mix at low volumes. You don't need to crank up your studio monitors. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how much dBs I have because I don't have any meter, but I usually have really quiet volume when I'm producing, when I'm mixing. Just sometimes I just turn it up to really, if I really want to like feel the song, maybe turn up the volume and really like listen in a listener perspective and not production perspective, and then I turn it down.
Yo busqué y contigo es que me crucé. No tenía en mente que iba a... Nada yo busqué y contigo es...
The instrumental sounds pretty clean, but I think because the drums are a bit too loud compared to other instruments, So maybe try to reduce a little bit the drums. This way everything is more balanced and more glued. Then the vocal is good. Maybe I would try to have a bit extra reverb, a bit less mid frequencies, like have the B less on 500, something like this, with a wide band. Maybe a bit more brightness. The problem is that I know it is in Spanish, but I don't really understand anything.
Quise solo ver y luego empecé a querer. No dependía de mí sentirlo así. Me
Okay, now the vocals you added some extra chorus and stuff. I will try to open more the sides, or maybe they are already on the sides, but I don't really feel them. Maybe to make sure that you can hear them more on the sides, you can delay a little bit. Maybe just like you zoom a lot and you move 3 or 4. How to say it? Like times. I know how to say it, but it's good. The thing is that here you have the new guitar, the new bass, and the drums don't sound that loud as before. So maybe the problem is, or either the bass and new guitar and synth here are a bit too loud, or here these instruments were too quiet, you know?
Pero no quiero terminarlo, es que te pienso a diario, ey, a diario, te pienso a diario, ey, a diario, tengo que admitir que cuando tú estás aquí, mis ganas de verte suben más. ¿Quién le iba a decir? Tus ojos me atraen a ti.
Maybe for this part after the chorus, maybe you can have here for maybe 8 bars or something, the drums filter a little bit. You filter a bit the highs. This way it's not exactly the same drums, the same way over and over and over and over, you know? So more like, you know?
Tengo que admitir que cuando tú estás aquí hay más. ¿Quién le iba a decir? Tus ojos me atraen a ti. Es adictivo como me hace sonreír. Me imagino cómo será tenerte aquí a mi lado, tomarte de la mano. Quizás pueda estar mal, pero no quiero terminarlo. Es que te pienso a diario. Debería callármelo. Aún no sé si es lo.
Here maybe what you can try to do is to have work a lot with the reverb on the vocal, like have big delays with big reverb, so it's ways like a lot of space. Wait, there's a song that does this really well. Timo, this one, yeah.
We're growing wings to fly, aren't we?
Do you see how it works with the delays and the reverbs a lot? So maybe you can try to do the same here.
Mejor es que es esa conexión.
I don't know, something like this to cover a lot of the space and make it more interesting, different, more epic.
Entre tú y yo, la razón de nosotros dos. Y aunque no tenga el valor, sigues en mi corazón. Me imagino cómo será tenerte aquí a mi lado, tomarte de la mano. Quizás pueda estar mal, pero no quiero te.
I think for the last chorus, the last drop, it would be really good to have a distorted guitar with a melody, like pretty present, like meow, 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 whatever, you know? I think that work really well. Will make it sound more uplifting, will make it sound more epic. Nah, the vibes are really good. Really good one. I really like this one, man. Really good one. Jay, but I don't prioritize people like, okay, please give me feedback, and I give it, because otherwise everybody will say the same, so it will be a chaos. Okay, so the ways I do it is, or you subscribe, or by number game, nothing else. Gracias, Wildcrow. ¿Tú eres Josh Ben? ¿Groovy Bota? No. ¿O sí? Okay, number game. Come on. Soy su call-up. Ah, vale. The number I'm thinking, if you guess it, you get the feedback. The number I'm thinking is between 1 and 20. Okay, we got it. The number was 13, and the first one is Martincho. Where is Martincho? Here. I don't know what happened with this bar today. It's not at the fridge at all, but it's super hard, like strong. Like if it was there, you know. Wow. Let's check the next one.
Tell me you haven't feeling alright. I can say the same.
The vocal is way too loud.
Cause you're away, I'm in the dark. Are you lazy? Everything feels like a lie. Tell me if this was your plan to make me die. Even if you have some reasons, can't go back, just bring some time. Baby, you know that with you.
Now here the vocals, I hear them good, like a good volume, but here not. Here are extremely loud. So probably what I would do is, or you raise the sounds here, not the vocal chop is good. Or you raise the volume of the vocal, and then here you will have to reduce the bass, the drums, and stuff that I think will be better.
If you have some reasons, can go back, just bring some
Kimi, on YouTube you have a peanut comment on the chat. There you have how to send it.
time. Baby, you know that with you time flies. Cause you make me feel alive. Time flies. Cause you make me.
I think the leads have a bit too much noise, but also they need more low mids. That like they sound like if there was a low cut at 500 Hz, something like this. So they don't have a strength on 2, 3, 400, and you need the strength there to really make them sound full and strong.
Take my heart from.
I mean, check it just in SoundCloud. The volume of the drop,
Just
like this better. The volume of the drop, and then check the volume of this. Take the drop and check the break. Check the break. It's way louder because of the vocal.
change my lane, or maybe keep my pain. If you're not here, the worst complaint.
You see the way this is too loud?
You showed me how to fix mistakes, but I don't know how.
And I think you need a stronger punch. Go on, for example, if you have Kashmir sample packs, he has on the kicks, he has a hip hop folder, and some of them are like the punch, the boom, just the attack. They are really good for this.
How to hear your name, so baby tell me what I'm doing here. I work with you, never feel so near. I try to keep your voice in my ears. Under this song, I prove my love was realized. Every time I wake up, you just feel so sad. I've been trying.
If you don't use a Alinium track as reference, you will see really easy that your song is, the vocal is way too loud, that the leads need more low mids and all of that to. And then if you can use magic cues, it will be even easier to compare everything, you know. The idea is good, but you need to work on that, okay? I'm gonna go really quick to get something extra to eat, you know, and I come back and we continue with the feedbacks, all right? Give me 1 minute, 2 minutes. Is it time, the perfect time for you to go to the bath, to do a pee, you know? Maybe take also something to eat. So this way you don't need to do it later, okay? Give me 2 minutes. Yo. What's up? I'm starting to have an sty, as I said before. Starting to get bloated. Tomorrow I have an sty, I cannot record and it will get delayed. Everything will get delayed and shit. I just made a quick sandwich. A mí da bien, normal, tranquila. ¿La tuya? Ok. Okay, Doctor. What was your name? Your email name? I don't remember. Other tones? Yeah. No kick rolls.
I keep saying that it's only for a season. The weather keeps changing and it still feels like it's freezing. No matter how much my heart is aching, I'll keep
The vocal needs way more low mids to really sound strong.
chasing that. And as I look up at the sky, a million thoughts keep asking why. 'Cause every time I go outside, the rain feels like something
The leads are a bit loud here.
out of a tree.
The melody is pretty good. I think the leads need a bit extra saturation, distortion, and brightness, but they are really good. Here it's difficult to hear the vocals, so maybe what you need to do is or reduce the leads or increase a bit the volume with an automation on the vocal. Then here I miss a bit of depth and reverb. Maybe not, maybe a bit on the leads, maybe ambient sounds, maybe you can add a bit of reverb on the kick also, on the with a bit of sidechain, okay, so this way it doesn't interfere with the tag. But I also feel like yeah, like the kick doesn't have enough low end and punch. A really good idea, man. I really like the melody. Well done. Number game. Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 1 and 20. Okay, we got it. Number 7, NCRC. Remember that if you try to say 10 and 12 and you say 1012, it's 1012. It's not 10 and 12, okay? Remember that. Maybe the drums, especially the hi-hats, are a bit too loud and the vocal have a bit too much sidechain. Yeah, the toms and percussions, I think they are a bit loud, you know. So they are like all of them at the same loudness as the kick. So this way there's not really, I don't know, sounds too flat, you know. Goodbye, Jay. Sorry for not checking your song, but I think if you listen, you can learn also, even if I don't check your song.
Tenemos el flow, tenemos el pique, comen a pique, pa' los que hablaron mierda la mastiquen. Entre las tinieblas, contra una diabla, te oscuro y me gusta cuando me habla, pidiendo dinero, está buscando que la abra, y la surfeo cada vez que sale agua. Tenemos el pique, tenemos...
I would reduce a little bit the sub bass and try to have more mid bass. As I said, just random percussions reduce the volume. Maybe even cut a bit smoothly the highs, because the tag of some effects and percussion effects that you have are a bit annoying. And also if you have percussions like toms and so that maybe have too much highs, the attack is that strong that maybe makes it like the attack of the kick is not that clear, because you hear other strong attacks next to it, you know. So it's like, okay, what is the kick, or the kick is not that important, you know what I mean? So cutting a bit of the top highs can help on this. And then the vocal, I think, needs to be a bit louder. The vocal here is way too filtered. If it's because of the extracting in the capella, maybe what you can do here is put a vocoder, put more radio telephone filter, something like this. De productor original, pues no suenan muy bien, ¿eh? Here, for example, the vocal have a bit too much mid frequencies.
Bebiendo ginebra, está buscando que la abra. Y la surfeo cada vez que se le a ti te gustan las películas, los carros nuevos, matrícula. Blanquita es que como Úrsula, es de la isla pero vive en la península. Una diabla aunque tenga cara de una, yo ya sé que eres mala. No te hagas, tú eres de la que se lo da, de la que pone el culo a botar. Sin tocarla está mojada, viene del infierno una demonia que ni Dios la bendice. La más mala, como Belice, lo sube al cielo pa' que lo aterrice. Y yo le doy como...
The wrist bass is a bit too... First of all, it sounds completely mono. I would try to just have normal width, stereo sound. It's a bit loud and I think a bit too strong on around 100 Hz to make it sound a bit boomy. Yeah, but the idea is good. The idea is good. Not bad. Alright, I'm gonna check some more songs, but not like a lot, because of I need to do other things. Also, there's still not a lot of people today, because it's Christmas and so, you know. So maybe let me see if I see somebody that's like, oh, this person is always here. Wow, I see some, but number game better. This way I give chances to everybody and it's more fair in my opinion. Okay. Number game. Okay, the number I'm thinking is again between 1 and 20. Okay, We got it. The number was 18, and the first one is Ice Cold. Again, in the same comment saying, well, 4, 5, I don't think is valid, you know. You need to comment in one 4 and then in another one comment 5. Hard techno plus hardstyle. Remember that this guy makes music in iPhone mobile. Right now, I think for techno, if we talk about techno, this is a bit too happy. I think you need to use a darker key. If you're using, for example, major keys, it doesn't really work because they are too bright. Maybe you need to use better minor keys, maybe the Phrygian key, something like this. So this way it feels a bit darker and it will feel better for hard techno and the vibe on this one. Yeah, for me sounds like a bit too bright, too happy. The notes, I don't know. The kick is way too loud compared to the leads, and I think the leads need to try to cover more space, maybe with other layers, maybe with ambient sounds, things like this. The offbeat hi-hat, the tss, 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 needs to be way stronger, with more body, with more strength in general. Try to compress or limit the leads because when you open the filter they get too loud. Here's distorting so much. To be honest, I know what you wanted to do, but I think you didn't do it in the right way, because I think for techno is too happy and for hardstyle is too not hardstyle, you know? So I think you need to go for a darker vibe. For example, also this bridge here, keeping the same melody that in a drop. Here, this drop and this drop is a bit basic. And then the breaks. For example, here you shouldn't have sighting. The pads are a bit dirty. Also, I think you need to go. This song needs more BPMs. You said 134. I would probably go for 140 on this one. I think the melody would work better, the kicks will work better, and everything will be better. You know, but I see what you wanted to do, but I think it's not done in the right way. Alright, another number game. Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 20 and 40. Okay, we got it. It was 27. Guzman got it. What is it? What's your email name? My song on there is Purple Casino. Oh, okay. The tune, that's extremely loud. I would reduce a little bit the top high frequencies on the kick, and maybe reduce a little bit the hi-hat. Reduce a little bit the reverb on the vocal, and compress the vocal. Also for me, the vocal needs a bit more weight, a bit more body, around 200, 300, 400 hertz to make it sound really deep. Right now it sounds a bit too, yeah, without weight. You see, it feels too filtered. The vocal doesn't have enough space because of the pads. Maybe you can try to do a bit of EQ sides in this way when the vocal plays. The pads, especially on the mid-highs, they reduce a little bit the volume and they give a space to the vocal.
So tell me what it is, girl. I'm on my way to you, way past Bayview.
Now the vocal is extremely loud and super filtered, as I said before.
I got intentions getting together. Are you coming down? Wrapped around my arms, still staring. There I stand at you tonight. So tell you what it is tonight. 'Cause I'm coming. That's in this room. It's always coming down.
The feedback on the rest of the song is basically the same because it has the same instruments. So I think the idea is good. Has some kind of The Weeknd vibes, but you still need to mix it better. Okay, another number game, come on. The number I'm thinking is between 1 and 15. We got it. It was number 3, and the first one is Nightmare Wave. Nightmare Wave. What is your email name? Email name, please. Prod and the... I don't have anybody with that name. Ah, okay. Daniel Kakoyoto. A lot of drum and bass today. Okay, there's a ambient sound that has extremely annoying top high frequency. Like really high, that is so annoying. Just cut that frequency, cut it completely. I think so far the song had a bit too much reverb, but especially way too much mid frequencies. Clean that like 300-400 hertz, reduce it a lot in different sounds, of course. This way also the drums will have a bit more space. Especially you need to reduce it in the kind of vocal drone that you have, like oh. This part sounds super over compressed. The snare have way too much noise. Everything is way too loud. Way too much noise. The snare is a bit loud and the kick needs more attack, more punch. A bit too much sidechain when the kick plays. You have like a mid bass that is really high, like really focused on the mid highs and top high frequencies. That one is way too loud. Okay, this one that is like wah, wah. This one. Reduce the volume and do a smooth high cut. So this way also you'll give more space to the leads. I think this drop is way too long. I mean, it's almost 1 minute. Way too long, in my opinion. Having a filter part is good, but I think needs to be way shorter, like maybe 2 bars max, not 8 bars. I think the idea is there, the idea is good, have a strength, but you still need to work a lot on mixing, especially on balancing the volumes right, to have things where at the loudness you should have, you know. Caprisol, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. Did you send any song? I guess, right? Or you didn't? I think you didn't yet. Let's see if Caprisol sent the song, and we check that one. Anybody has any questions that want an answer on anything? You sometimes ask me, but I never ask you this. What is your goal with the music? What is your goal for 2024? I didn't set the goals yet, but basically the same as this year. Keep growing, so with the specific goals, of course. But what is your main goal with the music? What do you want to achieve with it? And let's see if Capri sent the song. Capri! Caprisol TTV. forever, like your biggest goal with the music. Like, I want to just be rich. I want to play Tomorrowland. I want to... Your biggest goal. What you want to achieve with the music. Main stage Tomorrowland. If you reach that, you will have accomplished everything you want in the music. That will be like your main thing. Wow, main stage is like really big. It's not like only Tomorrowland, it's like the main stage. That's so difficult. So difficult. So yeah, probably if you reach that, you will have everything else. Like, you will have money, you will be traveling the world, everything. I think Capri just subscribed and he left or something. What was your biggest festival yet to play? I didn't play at any festival. Wildcrow, if my maternal language is Spanish and I'm learning English, which one should I talk on my social media? Ooh. Really good question. Really good question. When I started with English because electronic music was more English focused. In the Spanish talking world, there was not a lot of people really focused on electronic music. Nowadays there's a lot more because the tech house got bigger, the hardstyle is getting bigger, the techno is getting so big. So a lot more people is focused on that. So maybe with the Spanish, you can just create a good fan base and get known and have good followers. Anyway, the Spanish people I know usually just speak in English, or maybe they speak in both. You know, maybe when they make a story, maybe they talk in English, but they have it also write it in Spanish or things like this. But for example, if you have a TikTok, if you are from a Spanish-talking country like Spain, Mexico, whatever, make the content in Spanish on TikTok because it's geolocated, so it will show it to the people in your country first. Okay. My main thing, maybe travel around the world and DJ my music. That one is also so good. So guys, I'm waiting for... Actually, I was going to end the live stream here, but Capri decided to subscribe. So I said, okay, I'm going to check his song for the last one, but he's not talking. He's not sending the music. I don't know if he just subscribed because he wanted and he left. He just wanted to support, if he sent the song or what is happening. So I'm going to wait maybe 2 more minutes. If not, I'll leave. One last number game. Alright, come on. One last number game. The last number game of the year. The number I'm thinking is between 30 and 50. 30 and 50. So quick. The number I was thinking was 35. And Luca is the first one getting it. Luca Van Damme, right? We are the people who rule the world. Way too much reverb. Way too much reverb. The downlifter is not in the tempo of the song, or at least doesn't really go with the vocal. Oh shit, I had the opposite, sorry. That in this part, wow, the vocal has way too much reverb. I think you heard that. And here, well, also the down lifter, the shh here in the middle. I think it's not going in the tempo. Also, this crash is too loud. And then here, I would have a kick to have the rhythm high. People who rule the world. You know, we are the people who rule the world. I think that would work better. Also, the leads need more layers, more body. A bit too much highs also on the leads. And this acid techno lead is not really... It needs to open more the filter, the cutoff. I think the kick needs a bit more reverb because right now it's super dry for a really reverby song. So a bit of reverb can work well on the kick. I see this a bit basic, like dun 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 pop pop dun 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 dun, all the time the same. It's a bit repetitive. I think you need to add a bit of variation in the melody. Maybe have some fills with the synth. You need a stronger hi-hat. And this part is not really worth it. I mean, it's not really adding anything. You just filter in the synth, but the song sounds really empty, so it's just something that you could delete. Flow is on! I hate you, but thank you so much. I was going to leave, but I will check yours and no more. If somebody subscribes, will be for the following live stream.
We can try a little adventure. Love in the summer. Found the sun tonight. Reminiscing of the times of life. For each every other.
The harp is way too loud.
Feeling strong, Can't you
I think you need to add something extra new here when it starts. You see, way too dry and too empty. There's not really depth on the song. Okay, let's check Flowy Sound for the last one. I'm not gonna check any more songs, okay? This is the last one. Feels a bit off key to me. I'm not sure. Also, the vocals, the radio filter that you applied is not really that good. They have a bit too much mid highs.
Your eyes show a look, something out of a storybook. What we took.
I hear a strong, maybe because of pitching down. I hear mute. I think that was from before. I hear like a low frequency resonance.
Everything I had
in the vocal.
Inside, and I'll tell you how I felt last night. You were so damn crazy, my type of lady, driving me insane. You were up and down.
Yeah, way too much lows on the vocal, and there's a resonance there.
But you stay around, and I will never be the same. Can get you out of my head, ooh, ooh, like a melody, ooh, 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 out of my head, ooh, ooh, like a melody, like a melody.
For me, the hi-hat is a bit loud. And the clap is not really, it's way too tight and short. Maybe a bit too much reverb on the saxo. And also it's too loud compared to the piano and the bass.
Goosebumps for sure.
You need to work more on this transition.
Goosebumps
Yeah, to like cut it, like, I don't know, you didn't really work on it.
for sure when you are in slow motion. Oh, I never seen anything like you before. Oh, I can't take it anymore. You were so damn crazy, my type of lady, driving me insane. You were up and down, but you stayed around, and I will never be the same. Can get you out of my head like a melody. Ooh, 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 out of my head like a melody, like a melody. Ooh, 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 like a melody.
The vocal is way too loud.
Ooh, melody.
The kick also has a good punch, but it doesn't have any sub bass. It doesn't have the strength. It doesn't sound weight. Also, maybe the kick is a bit loud. The idea is not bad because it sounds different with the saxon so, but it works. Spasking, no, it was the last feedback. I'm actually ending the live stream here. So yeah, guys, that's it. I want to say, first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. You know, hope you end the year nice, well, partying or whatever you want to do. My advice that you prepare goals for the next year, prepare them right. Specific goals, like you know exactly when you reach that goal. Like I don't want, not like I want to grow on Instagram, but I want to get 5,000 followers on Instagram. This is better, okay? I would recommend you to set a lot of goals in different aspects of you as an artist to grow. This way you're gonna start growing. You're gonna force yourself to work for that. Maybe have some things like, okay, if I don't achieve these goals, I will have to invite somebody to dinner or whatever. So this way you force a bit more yourself. And nothing else. I want to say that they released a song 2 weeks ago. If you don't remember, if you didn't know, you can go and listen. A lot of videos are coming for next year. I will try to work as much as possible on music and finish as many songs as possible. And nothing else. Remember that always, if you need help, you can come to live streams to get feedback. Or for example, you can become a Patreon member to, you know, get the feedback, get the special tips. I will reply all your questions, you know, one-on-one. Like, you can talk to me, more personal, you know, all these things. So nothing else. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining, subscribing, sending your music, talking in the chat, whatever. As always, I hope you learned something in this live stream. I think if you listen, you did. And nothing else. Goodbye. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.